So, as I was setting up these new ads, I thought I'd let you guys in on how I do that, on the thought process behind them, targeting audiences, ads, and all set up like a pro. Now, our clients pay us thousands of dollars for this knowledge, right? So, what you're getting is really, really special. I'm actually really, really excited to show this to you. And I invite you to just follow along on your screen, right? Pause the video when you need to and rewatch it, right? This is a learning process. And if you feel lost at some point, just again, go back to the beginning and start again. Yeah. So, this is ideal for everyone who has already set up a campaign and wants to optimize their ads a little bit better or set up new ad sets and get some ideas for that. Now, I set up an ad set here that includes lookalike audiences of people who viewed videos, and then I mixed them with some more detailed targeting around healthcare and self care. You can absolutely use lookalike audiences on their own. You do not need to add detailed targeting here, but I really want to make sure we hit the right audiences here. Now, here we're working with a single image currently. Right, so we'll keep that. Something that's interesting that Facebook added recently is the schedule here. So you can not just add a schedule to your ad set, you can now also add a schedule to your ad, right? So let's say you want to test your ad for a certain amount of time, then this is really, really helpful to have it stop running automatically without you having to look into it, right? Then here is the website URL, and I'm just going to quickly pull this one up from our website. And you can adjust the display link, right? There's certain add-ons, right? So they will see the ad, they will see the website when they tap on my ad, which is great. And I typically like additional contact options, right? So you can add Instagram direct, WhatsApp, instant forms, and calls. We can test it as it is for now with none. And then later on, we can also add Instagram direct, or we can add it immediately, right? Never hurts. Start date, obviously want to set that in the future so that this box goes away. All those like side things and whatever, I want to keep those off. I haven't seen really that any of this is useful to the ads. I think it's taking that a little bit from Google, but yeah, not a fan at all yet. So here's the ad copy, and I gotta adjust it a little bit because no, actually this ad copy is already correct. I just gotta adjust the link here. And I gotta adjust the headline because this is specifically for acupuncturists, right? All right, so we got the picture here. This is one of our best performing pictures. The call to action is download. I might want to change it. Let me see. I'll say get offer in this case because it is a purchase of a $7 guide. Those creative enhancements typically also keep them off. I'm not the biggest fan. Again, there's very little control that we have of them, and I've just seen in the past that, yeah, Facebook throws in all kinds of funny things that just typically don't make a lot of sense. All right, got the website events tracking here. So this one is adjusted. It's pretty clear of what we want to advertise here. Now, let's see what we got going on here. This is a more general ad. We got the general link here with the copy, UTM parameters. So, and this one actually might not want to change anything because I know this has been going pretty well. I could say for just $7, right? So sometimes when we sell something at a low price offer, I would definitely want to add that in the ad copy. Let's see. This is great. The rest fits. Again, we want to turn off these Advantage Plus aspects here. and save that, right? So for this and the other ad, those two are already done. So I can say here, save and publish. And for this one, oops, this one we can also publish. And what I probably want to do with ad 12 here is I want to duplicate that and recreate that for the other landing pages that we have. So for example, we have one landing page for acupuncturists, we have one for chiropractors, we have one for dentists, and we have one for physiotherapists, right? So I can really adjust this to my target audience, right? So this could be my dentists. And then again, I'll keep the ad the same, right? And I'm just going to replace acupuncturists here with dentists. I'm not too happy with this ad copy. I'm just really excited to see how it performs, but I'm more than happy to change it. I will most likely come up with other options here as well. And let me just double check if I have the right landing page here. Nope. So we're going to change that to, so this has this link here, and then let's see if it's in the ad again. Yep, there we go. All right, and publish. And then I'm going to duplicate this ad again. And this time I want to create it for our chiropractors. So and we're going to change again the URL here. Again, you can use UTM parameters if you like. Everything else is fine. Here I have to adjust the link, and then again, I'll adjust the headline, right? So this is how you can easily create multiple ad variations within one ad account and one campaign even, and you can simply test for who this, or with who this resonates most, right? All right, so here, this is how you save money. It doesn't show much, right? So I probably want to remove this is how you save money. Yeah, so we can say, no, I want to keep this actually like it is. I wanted to say only like save money on Google Ads, but it doesn't make much sense. I want to keep the how there. And that's it. So we're also going to get to these placements because I'm not too happy with the story placements here, to be honest. But we'll look at that in a second. And lastly, we have the physiotherapists. So I'm going to duplicate it one more time. And I'm going to take the link off the physiotherapists here. Again, replace the website URL. Replace the URL in the ad copy. And I'll change the headline here. And that way I can really see which ad and which like landing page works best in or with this kind of targeting, right? All right, now we could see here in the preview for the ad that in the story version, this doesn't really look pretty. It's just how Facebook does it. So what I'll do here in the ad set is I'll remove certain placements. So stories and reels, I'm going to remove those completely because I would want to adjust my creative for stories and reels. I'm just going to double check. Everything else looks fine. Search results, I'm okay with that. Facebook search results is okay too. And then I can say publish. So we can activate that. We can go back here. All right. Now I got all these ads here. I still have like three more that I would want to edit. And there are a couple of different options here. I can come up with completely new ad copies, right? So again, these are people similar to those that already watched the video. And I always want to make sure in the preview that people can already see what this is about in the first like 1 to 2 seconds, right? Now, I'm actually pretty okay with this ad copy. I'm also okay with this going to the general one. The one thing we just want to do here probably is just close the text, the price. Got download here, so I want to change that to get offer. And then I can also publish this ad. Now, you might be wondering about why a ad 9, 10, 11, and so on. The reason for that is that I'm keeping a certain naming system that I had in another ad set that helps me personally. Of course, you can use any naming that's helpful for yourself. So I'm just going to remove the word new here. I'll just keep it with ad 10. And then again, I could do the same with ad 10 that I did with the others, right? So I could create one ad 10 that's general. I could create one that's for physiotherapists, chiropractors, and so on, right? Let's see what we got here in ad 11. You can add the branding here, but honestly, this feature has been really buggy. So if I click and apply this branding, choose a logo, it doesn't really properly save it, right? It's a new feature that Facebook's trying out, but I don't think they fully got it properly programmed yet. All right. Let's see, website. Always double check if the website is still correct. Again, I can, add people to, and say Instagram Direct. I could technically also, collect instant form and all of that. Like there's so many options here. All good here. This is good. Again, I want to change the call to action here. We want to turn off all of these aspects. And I'm pretty okay with this ad as well. Just going to remove new. And what I'll probably also do, I'll add a couple of videos as ads because we've recently recorded quite a lot of videos. And that way you can duplicate these ads. You see currently we have like 8 ads here, right? So I want to aim for at least like 20 ads because that way Facebook has a good amount of tests that it can run across these, right? And one more thing that I'm going to address here, you see the budget is like very low, right? That's tiny. So typically I'm starting off at a very low end with this because I first want to see does this actually work, right? And you don't need hundreds of dollars every day in order to see if an ad is working, right? So a lot of times already with small amounts, somewhere between like 5 to 20 bucks, you're able to tell, is this actually working or is it not working, right? It's just like a lot of people say you need like thousands of dollars to like spend on Facebook in order to see if it actually works, but that's not true, right? All right, I hope this is helpful. And of course, let me know if you have any questions.